Okay, in this video, we're going to show you how to use this Phillips pasta maker. I love gadgets, but I'm going to tell you this is my most favorite of all, and the easiest that I have. I make spaghetti several times a week, and today's no exception. I already will be posting my sausage scallopini, and I'm going to make some fettuccine today, fettuccine pasta, and I'm going to show you right now. This is a drawer, and it holds all the discs that comes with the machine. There's 4 discs that come with it. It's fettuccine, regular pasta, regular spaghetti. It also comes with your penne disc and your lasagna disc. This is the spaghetti disc, okay? And then, like I said, it comes with your lasagna, and it's got another thing in here that goes inside like this. You would put it like this into the machine that way, okay? And then you have your penne. I've made the pennes, and oh my goodness, they're so delicious. Now this is my first time trying the fettuccine, so I have no doubts. There's gonna be no problem. So I just want to put that away. This is the scraper that comes with it. Also comes this wonderful little brush, and then on the other end of it has this thing where you poke out the leftover dough that's in the discs, okay? So I'm going to close that. Now to load this, again, it's so easy to do. You're going to get your container here. All right, this all comes with it. Oh, wrong way. I'm going to get the container. Oh yeah, maybe I'll get it right. Okay, put it this way. All right, now here you go. Make sure you put it right in that hole, in this square there. Okay. Now you're going to get this. That's the best way to check, by those 2 holes there. It goes in here. Oop. Yeah, I'm telling you, I can't do it. Right here it is, this one here. There you go. Okay, line it up with the holes in the back. Now this is the disc, and I'm going to put the disc in, and it's got a little notch here, and it's got the notch right here. And then you're going to just pluck it in. Now you're going to get this piece, and obviously it would go this way because you got the Phillips on the top of it. And you're just going to screw this in real tight, okay? Because there is a lot of pressure when that rod pushes out that pasta, okay? So it's nice and tight. Now I'm not going to put this on yet because we need it. This is the lid that goes on top. Now these instructions, they were okay. It was a trial by error, and I made many errors in the beginning. Now with your machine comes this cup. It's a measuring cup for your eggs. Now the recipe is about as easy as you're ever going to make it. On the recipe, you want 2 cups of flour and 2 eggs. Now this is a double batch, and I can't imagine anybody making any less than a double batch. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to beat these eggs. You're going to beat these eggs. Now on this measuring cup, this is where I went wrong. On this measuring cup, you really can't see it that well. I'm going to try to get real close. But there is a line here, then there's a middle line, and then there's another line. Now for those who really have, their eyesight isn't too good, especially when it's close up. This has to be perfect, otherwise you're you're going to make yourself some glue, okay? So what I've done to make this easier for me, it's that middle line, and right across of it does say two eggs, all right, or 2 cups. But I marked it, so it's so much easier for me to do myself. So then you just beat these eggs. Okay, you're going to beat the eggs. And I beat them really, really, really good. Okay, and then what you want to do, get your water. Okay, and you're going to fill the water up to that line that I marked. And again, you're talking up to 2 cups. Okay, so there's your water line and my eggs. Okay, and then I beat it again. Okay, and you can prepare yourself. It's so much easier this way. Okay, so now you come over. I'm going to put this, smooth this. Now you have your scale because you want to weigh your flour. You must have it on grams. This is where I had a little trouble with it in the beginning, but obviously you figure it out. I have it set on this 2 grams up here in the corner of the scale. Okay, let me see. Yeah, see it right there. It says grams. And you have to have this flour on 500 grams, which is 2.5 cups. But I'm not too good with that, so that's why I make sure that I measure everything. Okay, it is showing me that it is on 500. And that's what we want, 500. Okay, so now I'm going to move that over. And now this is where the best part is. That's all you're doing is the 5 cups of flour, the 500 grams of flour, the 2 eggs, and that water. Now you're going to just dump. Let me see if you can see. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to dump the flour inside there. Okay, now I'm going to have to hold this. Dump the flour. As you're going to see, anybody, even the kids, can do this. That's how easy it is. I absolutely am madly in love with this machine. This, by the way, I'm dedicated to my brother Eugene. He wanted me to do this video. I just sold him actually my other machine because I always keep 2. All right, now all you're going to do is on the top you see the buttons. This one, see them? There's 4 buttons. I push this one, and that one. Okay, now you're going to get your beat eggs, and you're just going to add them slowly to the top. And you don't want to go fast because otherwise they're going to spill. Okay, so I'm just adding all the eggs in those 3 little notches that are on top of this lid. Okay. Oops. Okay, so now they're all in there. And now we just wait because now the machine, okay, now the machine actually is kneading all that dough. You do nothing. That's how easy and beautiful this machine is. Okay, now, of course, I've finally learned it's on 3 minutes. But once that 3 minutes that finishes kneading the dough, you'll hear the change in the sound. And now you know that it's getting ready to start pushing out the pasta. It takes approximately maybe 5 minutes to do this for each. It's about a pound that you're going to get. Meanwhile, I know I'm going to want more than, or maybe a half a pound, quarter of a pound. I really am not sure, but it doesn't matter because I always make extra anyway. Meanwhile, I'm getting my next batch ready. I'm breaking up the eggs. I'm going to beat the eggs. add the water. So it's 2 eggs, water up to that black line that I showed you, which right across from it says 2. Okay, I'm going to add the water to that line. Okay, and up here, this different. See, it's now it's going to go the other way, and look, here it comes. Uh-oh, what did happen? Huh. Now that's a first. Do I have it on here? No. Oh, crap. Okay, the pasta's coming out. I just had my first shocky lesson. I got an E1 error message, and I didn't know what the heck was the matter. And then I looked at the book, and it said something about the disc. Well, sure enough, I did not have that disc in correctly. So, I had to take it out and put it back in again. And as you can see, it don't look like it did any harm. Now I got my second batch ready, because this doesn't take long at all. And I'm going to cut it off here. And here you go. Here's our beautiful, aren't they beautiful? Now this is fettuccine. And I'm just going to lay them in this little container that I have, which was the sausage came in it. Okay. And I'm just going to cut them. Oh, they look so good. Look at this. They're beautiful. Now the book will tell you, you can add some fancy, stuff, extra stuff in your dough, spinach and other things that's to your liking. I like my spaghetti the way it is. You could also use wheat bread, wheat flour. Again, I use the unbleached flour, and it's so darn good. Actually, I got a combination. I have bleached and unbleached flour. So what I do is I mix them. Until I use them all up. And then I'll stick to the unbleached. Don't ask me why, I forget why. My cousin said, use unbleached. I said, all right. So that's what I'm doing. So as you can see, I'm just cutting it off. That's all you're doing, folks. This is all you're doing. It's absolutely amazing. The cleanup, I'll show you how easy the cleanup is. I mean, I can't talk and brag about this machine enough, because it is by far my best and favorite toy, especially since it's easy, fast, and it doesn't make a heck of a mess. I have every attachment, I hate to say this, with a KitchenAid. I love KitchenAid, but I'll never use it again. I'm going to give it all to my son in New York. The mess. I make such a mess. As I think I mentioned in another video or two, I'm a sloppy cook. I had flour from one end of this kitchen to another. And I was kind of getting discouraged from making the homemades until I found this wonderful, wonderful machine. So I just take it as a sign that I've been meant to make all this wonderful pasta for my family. Actually, for my husband and I don't even mind doing it, because as you can see how fast it is. It's approximately, like I said, maybe 6 minutes to make this and what else is coming out. I'm not quite sure how much it weighs. I weigh it so many times, but I just keep forgetting. It's beautiful. It's perfect and yummy. Meanwhile, the sausage scallopini behind me is cooking. And if we make it until 1 o'clock before we start eating, it's going to be a miracle. Okay, see? Now it starts to come out a little slow towards the end where the flour is, okay? But then the machine will go in reverse and kick out the rest. Okay, I finished the first batch, and it's 1 pound, 2 ounces. Now I already prepared for the second batch. I don't clean the machine out. Some people, I believe, clean it out after every one. I've experimented, and I had no problems with it, so I just go with it. So, all right, now we're going to put it in the second one. Now, I did get an E1 error, and I thought, oh, dear Lord, what did I do wrong? So, that's why I turned the video off. Well, as it is, I didn't have this disc in correctly. Boy, you learn all the time. Remember, I've only had this machine for maybe a week. All right, so I'm putting it back on. I showed you those 3 buttons. I'm going to add my egg, my 2 eggs. Now I don't think I'm going to make the whole 2 pounds that I'm going to be making. I will make more though, because we like leftovers. And then I sent some over to my little friend across the street. Her and her husband, they liked tasting my food. So I will send her some over. If I have any left, that is. Okay. All right, come on, get down. Okay. Here you go. Okay. Oops. Alrighty. So that'll take care of the double batch. Which means, once this is done, I'm done. And all I gotta do is clean up this little bit of mess. Amazing. It's absolutely marvelous. The mess I have is when I go to put some of the flour in the measuring cup is when I spill it. But outside of that, that's it. Okay, so we're going to let that churn. Look at that. Hardly any mess at all with the machine either. It's beautiful. And here comes the second batch. Now, if you're not going to eat the pasta right away, they say hang it so it can dry out, and then you can freeze it. I don't see any reason why I have to dry this out, because I'm making it every day. I love having it fresh. There's no reason, basically. And I'm cutting this, as you can see, to the size, to the length that I want. Why? It's so easy. Why would I want to not... I don't want to pre-make them. I don't have to use up my freezer space. Because like I said, they're so fast. They're absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, they're so pretty. I never thought I could get so excited over spaghettis like this. But I do. It's this machine. It's a blessing. I thank Philips. I have to give Emerald a little add-on there. It was his machine that I first saw, and I thought, oh, I got to check that out. But I like the ratings better on this Philips. This Philips is rated #1. So what I did is I bought it. Fortunately, when I went to buy it just last week, it was on sale for $189 or $179, one or the other. And then I went on eBay, because like I said, I like to have 2. Then I went on eBay and I found a refurbished one from Philips, and it has a 2-year guarantee. So I bought it, and it was $135. So I am very happy with my purchases, more than happy with the taste, and beside myself on how beautiful this machine is. So after this is done, I'll show you how easy it is to clean it. Okay, all the spaghetti is made. as you can see, made 2 pounds and about 9 ounces, which is pretty good. Like I said, of course, you don't want to use it all. You can freeze it. Just wrap it really well. From what I'm to understand, it will hold up in the freezer for about 6 months. Nothing in here lasts that long. Because then when my kids know I got it, now they know I got it, they go in my freezer and they take what I got. Okay, so now you're just going to, the way you put it together, that's the way you're going to take it off. You're going to loosen all that, pull this out. Okay. You're going to take that front panel off. This is all you're doing. You take this off, you put it in there, and you wash them. I don't put anything in the dishwasher. There's no reason, because it's very easy to clean. Okay. And this is the disc that I didn't have in there correctly. I just take off the excess dough. That's all. And then I take this off. Now what I'm going to do, well, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this disc aside. Oh, this one. Oh, look at that. It all came out. Good bit came out. I'm still going to put it aside. And let that get a little harder because I find it's easier to clean. So, okay, the lid is off. Taking this out. As I said, the way you put it in is the way you're going to take it out. Put that aside. I just want to, that's all you got to do is wipe over the machine. Now that little groove where you're putting the screw, that silver thing in there, that can get a little dirty, so you just clean that out. That's not a big thing either. Okay. So that's pretty well done. I'll just go over it again. Now what I want to show you is I made this the other day. I'm telling you, I'm making pasta every other day. And as I said, I found out doing it this way is so much easier. And before I forget to mention, homemade pasta cooks extremely fast. 2.5 minutes. If you don't want it real mushy, don't go any more than 3 minutes. Okay, I found that out too. All right, now as you can see, that all the holes and all of the dough is still in there. So as I'm sitting here, I just push this, as I showed you before. I put it in these little holes. It's not hard, and no, it does not take forever. And before you know it, it's out. Can you see that? It's out. I do it over on the counter. And that's pretty much it. So, okay, you want to, it's a double batch. It's 500 grams of flour. Make sure you got the 500. It's 2 eggs beaten. You add the water to that line. If you go over it, don't worry about it. Just as long as it's not a lot, heck of a lot. Okay. Put your machine together. It's so easy. And just watch it go and enjoy. Okay. And again, make sure you don't overcook the pasta. All right. So all of you have a beautiful, blessed day. God bless you all.